A little bit of this, a little bit of that. This is my ADHD attempt to make sense of my life through random access memory. Just turn off your imagination. It doesn't know anything. It knows nothing. This is Brandon. I met him at Vitality Pro breathing camps last year. He's taught me so much of these breathing camps, and I'm the surfer, and I've learned more from him about breath. And he's also been teaching me a lot about boxing. It's been a really good workout.
Everybody wants to go for the head, but I'm going down to these ribs to get you to drop these hands away from the head. You start doing boom like that, so now it's going on all kinds of different levels, just like somebody's head would be dodging.
Right,
really so you really
helps you aim.
Boom, you can just, yeah.
Yeah, one thing I'm realizing about surfing and boxing, it's so much about dancing. Maybe dudes should just take ballet. If you get off balance with your legs, then you set yourself up for getting knocked out. So, and then with surfing, it's the same thing. It's all about poise and being ready on your feet. It's about balance. It's more acrobatic than it is like power. So they call these double in bags, and it's really about learning to connect your punches, you know, just aim better. Because, you know, when you're actually fighting, you're hitting against a moving target, not just this bag that's staying still. So I'm terrible at this. And this is Brandon. You see the way he does it. Like, he actually dances around it. He'll actually hit it even when it's going the opposite way. And here's a little bit of our sparring. The angle's not really great. And basically the whole time is just me trying not to get hit and him being merciful.
Baby steps, good job.
Baby steps. I don't like baby steps. So on the whole, I'd say this boxing gig is great. It's just a great workout. It's probably the best workout I've ever done. There's an element of competition to it, makes it a little more interesting. And, you know, with the surf is flat so often where I'm from here in Panama City, Florida, it's good to have something else to go to. So looking forward to doing this. And also for future filmmaking endeavors, it would be cool to be able to actually choreograph fight scenes properly. So that's one of the kind of goals on the side as well. Yeah, it's been a blast. Thankful to have met Brandon. But I definitely recommend boxing because it's just such a full body workout. And I mean, my upper body's so sore. Oh man, and you get out of breath. It's good for cardio. It's good for pulmonary. It's good for muscles. It's an all around great workout. Good shot.
Okay.
Yeah, it was not okay. I've always thought about punching as just like throwing all your weight into the punch, but it's really more about the leverage. It's kind of like seeing a person swing a cricket bat or a baseball bat. You know, you'd think it's all about the power, but really it's more about the poise. You know, caught me with that right on my chin. And I mean, I guess he threw this little jab to kind of check me, and I dropped my left hand, and when you know it, right in the chin. And you can see how my head just goes boop boop. So one of my goals for 2019, and this is a building a better me thing, not necessarily a random access memory thing, but I'm trying to do in 2019 is be able to go 12 full regulation rounds. That's full 3-minute rounds. So he's like, well, let's try to see if we can start out with 6. So this is just a couple weeks ago. Yeah, I barely made it through 2. I did make it through the 6, but it was only because he would let up after he got me. So anyways, I got my work cut out for me in 2019. My son has been picking up my boxing gloves. He calls them punching bags, but he picked them up, put them on the other night, so I gave him a little lesson.
Remember, you gotta keep your hands up, or I can just pop you right in the face. Oh, there you go, there you go. That's a Mike Tyson. Nice. See what you got. Oh. No, cat fighting like that. Straight, right, yeah. That's still not. That's better. Oh, that was good. Don't do this double. Oh, nice. That's an uppercut. Good.
Jab? Just your jab or?
No, jab is with this hand. Jab is this. Fast. Jabs are fast. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. That's good. That's good. Oh, yeah, a little duck. That's good.
My life the past 6 weeks, almost 2 months now, has been Regency DRT, doing a lot of cleanup work, water mitigation, demolition. So here's some of the crew. This is Chris.
So Chris, the surfing violinist is back. I'm filming stuff again. How do you feel?
You're gonna break the camera.
Last time I was with you and you were filming stuff, you broke something.
This is an exaggeration. It's not. This wide angle lens look how big the bill of my hat looks. With this wide angle lens, look how dumb I look.
Yeah, because it's not the wide angle lens.
So the camera breaking Chris is talking about there is the drone. I broke another drone trying to get footage for the company on a job. It was right here after I filmed this part. Unfortunately, the camera wasn't rolling, so you can't see what happened. But basically, I took off from in front of our company van here. Like it flew from this point and just swung backwards. So I pressed to the right, and then it flew really fast out to the right, and then it flew really fast back to the left. It reminded me of watching a kid play Mario Kart for the first time. It's like they have no control and it overcorrects everything. Like this thing was totally erratic and going wild. Hit this little tree limb and fell 8 feet, and now it's pretty much sunk. I'm depressed. This is Kyle. He's my brother in arms, and Kyle has a contagious laugh, and so we just, make jokes about the day.
It's Troy and Kyle in the morning. I mean, Ford and Kyle in the 5 p.m.
I've also been introducing my friends at work to, just some of my randomness.
All right, today we got a product review. This is Little Debbie's PB Cream Pie Peanut Butter Filled Cookie Original. This is a new thing. Huh? You open up for me because I got my hands full. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm saying this is going to be 4.5 out of 5 stars. What do you think?
I smell like 2 already.
It doesn't smell very good. It tastes like just what you would expect. An oatmeal cream pie with peanut butter and some half-ass sandwich thing.
Sounds like a mouthful of cotton.
I'm gonna say it's definitely not 4.5 out of 5. I think Kyle's right. You wanna take a bite, Kyle?
No.
You want some, Travis? Man, I don't recommend it. I just stick with the classic, Don't mess with the classic.
I think Travis was unimpressed, but I always get a laugh out of Kyle. Kyle's laugh, again, is contagious. So the other night, I was playing with Anthony Peebles. It actually rained on my... Let's look how my violin is. Yeah, that the reason why it's so out of tune. It got water all over it the other night. Our biggest fans that night, they were getting into it. They were getting into it. So they're about to leave, and they were saying something about the rain. And so Anthony played Creedence Clearwater's "Have You Ever Seen the Rain?" That brought back memories of this. Back in 2004, I think, we were taking a trip to see my parents in Alpine, Texas. We were going to take a train from Chipley, Florida to Alpine, Texas. And so my friends Matt and Summer took us up there. And that was the beginning of my filmmaking career. Playing that song with Anthony the other night, it just put such a smile on my face, because that was going to be one of the songs that I used. As we were driving up to Chipley, this movie was all based on this train station. And I started filming the movie, like, I guess you would say, the storyboard for what would become the movie, which later became known as The Dark Night of the Soul. I wrote a whole screenplay for this thing. I'll be able to dredge up some of that footage eventually. And I even did my voiceover. Here's part of that voiceover.
The pigeons of Washington County are hiding a dark secret.
That movie was horrible. It was so bad. It was a psychological thriller. Oh man, it was just it's embarrassing to even think about. Started from, but hey, I mean, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys. I had this intent today. I've been looking through. Look at all these tapes. Look at all this. Just look at all those tapes. I've been scouring the tapes, trying to find this one. It's just one shot, man. This one shot. I know I had seen it in the last month, and it was going to be used in what was going to be the intro monologue for today's thing, but I can't find it. And there's another couple pictures I wanted to get. It's going to take a while to hash this out and figure out how to make it work. Yeah.
Two teens' mysterious disappearance would spark a small-town legend.
As goofy as it is, that's the smoking gun proof that I was doing that movie trailer voiceover guy before Honest Trailers. This was back in 2004. Eat it, Honest Trailers. I had grand design. I spent probably 4 hours writing this intro monologue. It'll come together, and Melissa will be back. It's just I've been sitting here in front of this computer since 9 a.m. this morning. It's 4:40 now. Until next time, imbue the present with the pedigree of the past and the promise of the future.